Listen to this remarkable story here. A group of Texas high school students and an athletic trainer heroically jumped into action to save their teacher's life, who went into cardiac arrest doing an after-school skate club. Their quick actions as a team helped EMS quickly take over and bring him to the hospital, where he was released last month. Here to discuss is the teacher who went into cardiac arrest, Adam Compton, the high school athletic trainer who helped revive Adam, Amanda Boyd, and high school senior who helped out as well, Steven Amaro. Good morning to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Adam, we are so glad that you were okay. So tell us what you remember about what happened.
For me, I don't actually remember a whole lot because of going into cardiac arrest. I was trying to take things pretty easy that day because I wanted to go out the next day, and sat down for what I thought was just going to sit down for a few minutes. Felt myself kind of snap out of what felt like a daydream, which really kind of alarmed me. I'm supposed to be there, watching the students, whatnot. And so I asked one of them, said, "Hey, how long have I been out?" He said, "A few minutes." And that's the very last thing that I remember until I'm in the hospital. So, you have to talk to these guys over here about everything in between.
So you had no idea what was happening and all the people who were, all your students and teachers who were helping save your life. So, Amanda, several students ran to get you because you're the athletic trainer. What did you see when you arrived? What did you do? And also, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, at first they told me that he had passed out. So, not thinking the worst, ran over to him, and he was on his side. And he had lost all color in his body. And immediately I knew that he needed serious help. And so I pulled him over from, he was laying on his side. So I put him on his back and took his pulse, and there was no pulse there. And immediately I knew he needed CPR if he had any chance to live.
And Steven, you were there, and thank God you were, because amazingly, you were just trained in CPR. So what did you do when your teacher wound up in this situation?
What we did, the skaters and I, we sort of took on different roles. Two people went to get Miss Boyd, one person administered CPR, and then the rest of us just made sure he was okay. As soon as Miss Boyd ran, Aiden and I ran to go get the AED. As soon as I came back with it, we made sure all the pads were on, and then that we gave him a shock. And then once the paramedics came, I let them take over, and I took the boys to sit on the side to let the gravity of the situation sink in.
Steven, I mean, you're so young. How did you feel when you were put in this situation and had to use the training that you just learned? I'm sure you never thought you'd have how to use it, but there you were, saving your teacher's life.
Yeah, we were all scared 100%, but I think I was the most confident because I knew if I was calm that it would probably lead to a better outcome, because if you're panicked, it's gonna be, you're gonna be like thinking like what to do next and not thinking like in order what to do.
Cool under pressure. So Adam, how are you feeling now? How has your recovery been, both physically and emotionally? I'm sure that this is a lot to process.
Yeah. Physically, I've been really fortunate because it's just this genetic condition that eventually causes an electrical problem. The pacemaker is a pretty final solution. And I've been able to return to my full regular life. I was just skating yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, God bless you.
Thank you. But emotionally, it's been really good. I got to say, like, we had Thanksgiving not long after that. I was able to spend with my family. We actually went to California over that time. We got the holidays right here ahead of us right now.
A lot to look forward to. Yeah. Hey, Adam, we're running out of time, but before we let you go, how do you feel about Amanda and Steven jumping into action and helping out at a time of crisis for you?
I'm just eternally grateful. That's what it comes down to. It's amazing, and thank you guys so much. I'm glad y'all were there.
Amen. We are too. Students are required to receive CPR training in Texas at least once between the grades of 7 and 12, which I think is a fantastic idea and saved your life. Adam, Amanda, Steven, thank you all so much for joining us. We're so grateful to see you all together. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You too. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.